Roadshows and stuff. I'm your host, Doug McLean.
Frank Mancina, what's going on? What do you think is going to happen in the future?
Frank, how long were you on the road?
What?
How long were you on the road?
I was out there for a week. Just recently? Yeah, a week.
No, when you toured
Oh,
for the company.
sporadically throughout, I don't know, a bunch of times.
And I
Months.
think that's why Will Smith should formally apologize. I think it's the reason. But, hello, everyone. Welcome to the latest installment of Roadshows and stuff. I'm your host, Doug McLean, here with Frank
Mancina?
Excellent. There's actually something on my screen. It's like a dot right over your nose. Can you feel that? I'm
I
taking
can.
it off here. Okay, there we go. Got it.
Perfect.
Anyway, it has been a long time since we've recorded, has it not?
It has. It has, Doug.
And a lot of emails, a lot
Back
of
and forth.
registered mail. Yeah, a lot of demands, people waiting out in the parking lot. We go to our cars at night. It's becoming unmanageable. It's becoming unmanageable. So because of that, we're back. Now, Frank, we're doing a very, yeah, more like virus. We're doing a very special two-part series. And this is pretty exciting, I think. Well, for us at least, for this world. And what is this topic we're talking about?
This topic is called Eating on the Road. This is the part one.
Part one, not to be confused with parts 9 through 11.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. No, it's called Eating on the Road. It's
Eating on the road.
It's been a challenge, and we know it's a challenge from past experiences, but yeah. So why in particular is this?
We thought this would be fascinating. Life on the road, mobile marketing campaign, initiative, whatever. You're constantly in a new place every day, every week. You're living in hotel to hotel. You're traveling in the tractor, right? Tractor trailer combo, or the truck, you're self-propelled, whatever you happen to be in. Even as a casual business traveler, such as you and I, when we go out to see a program, you're on the road for 2 or 3 days. What are you eating? How do you maintain a healthy lifestyle? What choices are you making and why? And how do you make that lifestyle easier to bring more consistency into that world of unpredictability?
Well,
right.
You just think about just walking through an airport and how many healthy options you see, right?
Oh, sure.
Obviously, for myself, I try to pick the most healthiest options, even if there's only, the big fast food chains out there.
Yeah.
I'll resort to just the newsstand and pick up, almonds or something, or something that's not a greasy burger.
I look for the tuna that's about to expire at the party store. The manager's special,
the bag tuna.
Yeah, then I get on a bumpy flight to Mexico. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, but we talked about it because most of those restaurants and most of those stores are set up for convenience. Nothing is really set up for, long-term stability or like health. And usually you're on a budget when you travel for your company, for your business. So you don't want to blow like $30 every time you go and eat a meal too. True. But you're right. Your easiest and fastest options are always fast food.
But it's kind of ironic, wouldn't you think? Because there's such a health kick out there. And wouldn't you think there would be more sort of options for the business traveler type in general?
Yeah, absolutely. And I've thought of that in general. You've seen marketing campaigns with McDonald's and Burger King that try to change their image, and they have like a healthy menu, and they'll have like parfaits and yogurts with berries and things like that. Really, when you break it down, it's just all sugar crap. And they use they use a different kind of grease or fat in making the fries or something like that. And it's always short-lived. And then before you know it, 6 months later, here comes the McRib again.
Yeah.
And they can't make enough. So, I mean, what does that tell you? People just want the quick, easy meal that tastes delicious.
The convenience.
But when you're on the road, and speaking of my own experiences when I traveled for several years, living day to day, hotel to hotel, it was a nightmare. And it all depended upon where you were, how long you were there, and what was available to you. I was very fortunate Frank, you don't mind if I talk about myself?
Yeah, fair. Go ahead, Doug. It's not the first time. It's not the first time.
Whoops. Okay. Is that Joe? Can we get that off there? We were very fortunate in the sense we would travel city by city. So we would arrive on like a Saturday, Sunday, and we did events drawing from 30, 40 miles away. We do it typically a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday event. So we were in the same city Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 9 to 5. So it was a very normal schedule. We would set up the day we got there. So let's say we're in St. Louis for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday night, we'd tear down and move to, say, Oklahoma City. So you try to get to the next city as quickly as you could within a day, day and a half. You'd set up as soon as you got there. But what that meant was we had a lot of stability because we were in the same location for 3 or 4 days. And because of that, as opposed to going to like Arby's or Wendy's or TGI Fridays every day, we could go to a grocery store and we could get like fresh fruit to stock our room. If we had a small refrigerator, we could get whatever meats and cheeses, but we could get a lot of produce that we could take with us. And I always used to buy like the bags of tuna, travel with silverware, bowls, maybe buy a loaf of bread. But that was far, far easier than when I think of programs that I was also on, where you would literally do a 1-day event, you'd drive the following day, the next day you'd set up and do an event then. So you're maybe in market for a day and a half, 2 days max. That was a nightmare, especially if you were health conscious. It made it so much more difficult because what you were saying is that our world is really not set up to make easy, cheap, healthy choices. Everything is cheap, bad choices in abundance.
Oh yeah, and of course, healthy options are at a premium, right? So you gotta, not only there's a lack of them, they're just more expensive. So you have to be pretty strategic in what you buy, right? To your point about having a refrigerator, like just a little mini fridge is huge, right? So that's something that myself and I know a lot of our drivers will look at when they're booking their hotels. It's like, hey, do you have a kitchenette? Do you have a mini fridge? Right? Because that will, if you go buy something that, say you go buy lettuce or something or whatever, or produce, it has to be refrigerated. You can't, and then
you can't just sit it on your desk in your room. Turns brown in 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I know it's borderline impossible. And in part 2 of this conversation that we're having, we're really going to do a deep dive into some of our driver responses and some of the tricks of the trade and how they make it work.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, we did do a quick survey out to our drivers and tour operators out there. So we got a tremendous amount of feedback. So we
amazing responses.
Love to share with everyone about that in part 2.
Yeah, we'll go through that. Yeah, this particular installment, if you will, we wanted to focus on our own histories and just kind of pose the question of how do you do it efficiently and how do you try and stay healthy when it is almost impossible. And I said, as I used as the example, just going on a business trip for 2 or 3 days, you're stuck in a hotel. So if you're at a full service hotel, you may have room service that you can order, but then you're paying like, $23 plus a tip for a chicken sandwich, curly fries for $7. And it's crap. You're always left wanting more, right? And even their healthy choices are like a 9-pound salad. Yeah. And that has, 25 pounds of walnuts in it and berries and chicken. And you're like, oh, I'm eating healthy. But...
And I think also you have to have the drive to do it.
Yes.
Right. You have to have the drive. You have to have the discipline to say, hey, I'm going to go like search out a new, a healthy alternative, or I'm going to have the drive to go to a grocery store and take the extra time and purchase these other items. Right.
And know why that's a fantastic point. And the reason that's 100 times more difficult to do it than in your home life is because you're working all day. You're either in front of clients or in front of guests. You're physically going through like a setup or a tear down of the exhibit, the mobile program. And then you're like, oh God, do I go to the grocery store that's 20 minutes away and buy this and this and this and bring it back to my room? Or do I hit, Captain Ricky's barbecue for $3.99, get 7 pounds of like prime rib? You're like, I'm going to go with the 7 pounds of prime rib, eat it in my car, on the way back to the hotel and maybe sleep in the car. So
Yeah.
that is the problem. You're right. You have to have the mindset and you have to have the will to do it. And, I have a ton of admiration for our road staff and the people that stick to a program and stick to a diet like that. Because my God, I can tell you from experience, it is impossible.
Tough.
And it is so easy to put on weight too.
Oh, yeah.
Out there. You're eating 4 crap meals a day.
And one of my when I head out on tour and when I did in the past is one of the first things I did was just Google a grocery store and then go there, buy whatever I could do, like especially the snacks, because the snacks can really kind of push you through the day. And help you not make those kind of spur of the moments decisions to get Jimmy's Jimmy's.
What did I say? Little Ricky's barbecue.
Yeah, I was trying to think of that.
No one Google that, by the way. That may be on adult site. Joe, edit that out, please. Yeah, we'll touch on that in the next episode too, because we heard from a lot of people some tricks that they use. And a couple people did mention that it takes incredibly strong willpower to stay away from the garbage when you're out there. And with that said, I think that kind of is a nice introduction into the world of eating on the road. Our personal experiences in doing so. And Frank, where does that take us now?
That takes us to stuff.
Whoa.
We all came here for, people.
I know a lot of people use that fast forward function. So we should indicate like visually that it's stuff time. I don't know how you do that. Gang signs, something like that. I've been out of the game a while though. Pretty soon. What is our topic? I don't even know what our topic is. Is this yours or mine? Because I brought one up and said we did it.
I have one.
Oh,
you don't have one.
All right. No, you go ahead then for this one. Go ahead.
Okay. Because it's food.
Oh.
What is your favorite snack to have when you're driving long distances?
Oh, easy. Even a challenge.
What do you mean?
If you go to Costco at the right time of the year, you can buy like a 400-piece mini Kit Kat. Sometimes they're called fun size. And I remember specifically, this had to have been 15 years ago. I was driving like Southwest. I was going from, I want to say like Albuquerque to San Diego or something. It was all through the desert and it was crazy. And I had a giant bag of fun size Kit Kats between the driver and passenger seat. And I must have eaten 400 of them. But oh my God, the miles went by like butter. It was like I wasn't.
Wait, so they're unwrapped. So they're not individually wrapped. So they're just.
No. They are individually wrapped. So you little mini 2-piece. So you have to strip the packaging, break them in 2, and then force feed them at 80 miles an hour on the expressway. And my God.
So you went.
People can
cut wrappers everywhere. Wrappers everywhere.
Wrappers everywhere. Yeah, I just put it in the fast lane, put the hazards on so people know I'm consuming Kit Kats, and just close my eyes and eat one after the other. Let the road take me.
Sounds pretty safe.
What about you, Frank? What about you?
I'm a big beef jerky guy, so I am crushing beef jerky. Teriyaki is pretty good.
There's some parts of the country where that's like a specialty.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yellowknife.
White horse.
Manitoba. All right. Anyway, with that being said, Frank, another incredible episode, another incredible stuff. People will be talking about this for years to come. We've earned every penny of the editing expense for this particular episode. I hope our fans are happy. I know Frank and I are. But anyway, with that being said, we have some things to talk about here. Thank you, everyone. Follow us on social media.
Follow us on our social media channels. And if you're looking for more information about MRA, follow us or check out our website, www.gomra.com.
Exactly. And social media can be found on your phone, I think it is, if anyone's looking for that.
On your tablet.
All right. Anyway, people join us in a couple months. We'll be having part 2 of this conversation where we get and talk about all of the driver feedback we got for you. So thanks, everyone. Appreciate it.